seriously, this could be it. So I'm excited.
It is. It's the final piece. And you're looking at Eze coming in. Like, for me, as I said, I've just been talking, waxing lyrical about him because I think he's just a phenomenal footballer to watch. But the one thing I have a concern about for Arsenal fans, and you can tell me in the comments what you think about this, and I'll ask Laurie now, is Eze, whilst he is a phenomenal footballer, you do have another player called Odegaard who plays in the number 10, right? And we're talking about Eze playing on the left wing when really he's not a left winger. He's an inverted. He plays a left number 10. So does that mean that, yes, Arteta now does have to change his system to become a bit more attacking, to free up the players like Gyökeres and Eze to do what they need to do? Otherwise, how is he going to fit into that team, really playing his best football? I just feel like there's a clash there with Odegaard and Eze. I don't know if you agree with me. It's just, I don't see him as an out-and-out left winger. I see him as a number 10.
He does his best football at number 10.
And Odegaard is Arteta's man. Arteta loves Martin, mate. He loves him. So is he going to leave Martin out to bring in Eze?
Well, that is why the likes of Mikel Arteta gets the money he gets to make those decisions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I saw the other day though? I saw Lewis Skelly working with the coaching staff practicing his crossing, and I think it is because of Eze. Because when you look at Eze, yeah, he starts on the left, but he doesn't want to tuck in, and you want to create that kind of like box midfield with maybe Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard on the right top, and then Eze on the left top. Which means you need an overlapping fullback. And the thing is with Lewis Skelly, which I never even really clocked because I just watched Lewis Skelly dribble, pass. He's so good. I'm like, this brother don't cross. I was like, yo. And then they was all talking about on the timeline, like, oh, okay, he doesn't cross. So then when I was watching the clip, I was like, oh, he actually doesn't really know how to cross that well. Obviously, he was a midfielder.
Well, you do know he's not by
He's a
trade.
midfielder, exactly. Yeah. So this is something that he's not
middle.
really had to develop.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, if you get a left winger, this probably all goes out the window. If Madueke is playing left wing, etc. But if it is Eze, it makes sense that Lewis Skelly's going to have to do maybe more overlapping instead of.
Like I said, we're going to have to make certain adjustments to the way we play. I spoke about Gyökeres coming in, very different from what we've had in previous years. So he's more direct, more physical, more combative. We've not really had a striker at the club for a few. Even when Aubameyang was there, he's not really strictly like that. A lot of times he's drifting off the wings as well. Whereas now, got someone right through the middle who's able to do that. And likewise, like you said, if Eze comes in, which I sincerely hope he does, we will have to make those adjustments. That being said, though, that is a hell of a midfield, man. And we've got options there. I mean, I've seen Odegaard in pre-season. He's looking sharp. He's looking ready. He was under par for large spells last season. I think you're going to see a new and improved Odegaard as well. So, bring on,
players.
The thing is, if I was an Arsenal fan, and this is just my preference, I just love out-and-out wingers. I love a winger who can take on a man and beat them. I think that it's a bit of a dying art a little bit in football. But the thing, what I think why Eze could make a lot of sense is that Arsenal do well against the big six clubs anyway. They're fine there. When they're spacing behind, you can play a Martinelli who will just run in behind. Now you've got Gyökeres, you can do that as well. So against the big six clubs, you're generally fine. Where you've dropped points is against your West Hams, who basically just come to the Emirates and basically say, we're going to sit in, break us down. Yeah. So in those kind of games, Eze is fine out there anyway because he'll drift inside anyway. So it's not.
And here's what you also get with Eze: goals. Yeah. So he will free kicks, shots from distance, which is something regrettably at Arsenal. You'd speak to any Arsenal fan, we lament the amount of times we see players with the space opens up. You say, shoot! And they neglect to shoot.
Only Declan does it,
and that is so frustrating.
Odegaard never shoots.
Yeah.
Odegaard never
shoots.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
He needs to switch up his game a little bit. I feel like
and like you just said, when we're playing teams that are, not your top six who deploy the low block, you need guys who are going to shoot from distance, make things happen, a little mercurial trick here and there. Bang. And that's what Eze brings.
He does. He's phenomenal talent, mate. He really is. He reminds me of them kids that grow up in the cage and just have that ability, that pure ability of playing football, either side, what he wants to do, and he'll just execute it perfectly well. You want to talk about Eze? And honestly, loved that man. He was my favourite player in the league 2 years ago. He's one of them footballers that you love to watch. He's elegant, he's beautiful on the ball, and he's creative. He's got bloody everything, in my opinion. He really is. He's a beautiful footballer.